Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 long years, we have finally reached the 2nd anniversary of Elden Ring with our long awaited. I have been waiting for this for so long, Elden Ring being one of my favorite games, meeting Game of the Year after Dark Souls 3 not being fully mainstream, the hype that the trailers brought to the game and it just landing and succeeding even though the performance was so good. But anyway, just me as an anime fan, someone who did play Dark Souls 3, oh I loved Elden Ring so much, the magic, everything. I need an anime adaptation, okay? And I know many people would love an adaptation of just making it that cinematic 2D, bringing that lore to life, maybe covering things that the actual game couldn't through its storytelling, which isn't the most easiest to follow. Why not make an anime for it and just show off how sick the fights could be and everything? It's not the most linear story, so an adaptation would be a bit hard. I'm sure we could do it, right? I've gone out of my way with my limited resources, what I can possibly do with my skills, and created the closest you can get from a fan adaptation, I believe, of an Elden Ring adaptation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I shall reveal to you the Elden Ring anime, though it will be how I do my other videos. This being the biggest collaboration I've had, and you should now all see the great art pieces we all collabed on. Through my direction and compositing, I wish to reach closest we can get to a very cinematic and high quality version of Elden Ring. Whether it's by Studio Ufotable or A1 Pictures, something close to that is what we aimed for. Well, I'm sure the results and process will speak all for itself. Radahn versus Malenia, the clash of the strongest of the demigods and the hypest of battles we've seen in the entirety of Elden Ring so far. We're starting off with this grand battle, for it's the first scene that I've chosen due to it being just the fucking greatest. I mean, we've got this colossal titan down there and Malenia's just fucking sick. Both of the designs being fucking amazing, and just even in the other trailers, their abilities, the composition of it, colors. I had to recreate the scene. Two of the hypest and strongest characters. My friend Vita, I've worked with him in a lot of projects, you could say. Great animator, an artist for anime in general, and had the pleasure of collaborating with him on here and other animations. Radahn just being the fucking beast he is, and Malenia, just had to give this to justice. It's them two being the greatest bosses in the game in terms of just scale and lore, them two actually being the strongest and clashing together just is closest thing you're gonna get to an anime battle. Vita done a great job here. I hope we done it some justice.
The conqueror of the stars, General Radahn, and the blade of Mikkel and Malenia the Seventh. These two were the mightiest to remain, and locked horns in combat.
Now for the greatest and most popular character of Elden Ring, Malenia, Blade of Mikkel. Now, this is my first piece and favorite piece of all of them. Again, we have Vita, the goat here. This was his first drawing. It was meant to be like one each. Vita did such a good job here. I was just, why not give him another and then another? You'll see him like I think one or two times. Vita does an excellent job simplifying Malenia's character, getting the proportions decently correct, you know, just very on point, just converting it to an anime and getting the style we wanted for, which was more of a ufotable look. Done a very good job simplifying, catching that detail, and just giving the anime look, giving it all justice. And I had to make sure to comp it and get that lighting and just color accuracy better, so I just had to correct that, give it that metal a bit of shine, give it that awesome lighting for Malenia, and bang.
As I awaited his return, heed my words. I am Malenia, Blade of Mikkel, and I have never known defeat.
Now we couldn't do another one of Radahn, so I had to get his big daddy bloody Radicon. The thing here is, I don't know what he is, because you can see the hair in the footage is blonde and then it turns orange. I'm never gonna just get that through my mind how weird of a character he is, but he is so bloody sick. The first time you fight him and then the actual boss team just, no, the main team just blasts the main track, and he's so sick. To design everything, I loved compositing him as well. Okay, to explain why I drew it like this and not like everyone else, I'm not the greatest artist in the world, and I wanted to recreate how it originally came, to get that feel again. So most of my work came through by compositing, which you can see right here. Put a lot of work into the chest and the actual arm. Now, to get more in depth in my process here in compositing, we have Ural here. He is a different artist who is also an animator as well. Very good animator. Does his own anime projects like Mushoku Tensei. But here you can see more of a classic take on the actual coloring, and this is how generally doga is done for anime. So you can see the different types of shading here, color separation, different aspects like that don't require that shading and stuff, like just different colors will be given its own identity here. Basically it was a more of a simplified take rather than just a heavy cinematic three-dimensional shading, not three-dimensional, four-tone shading, lots of shading. The very simple shading, again the foldable look, and I'll go more into the compositing later, but this is basically how the anime and coloring process is done. Now to get a bit more specific here, this is Malekith, the fucking goat himself. We had a lot of Malenia because everyone loves Malenia. Who doesn't love Malenia? He's the most anime-like character to me. He comes a close second. The moves he does, the flips he attacks his sword. Just couldn't wait to go and do the compositing on that sword. But yeah, Malekith, he's one of the best characters in the game. His reveal, his actual boss attacks, his voice actor, bro, I love it all. This game just speaks so much anime, so I had to make this. And we had Xavier here, very good anime artist, not necessarily animator, but he knows how to actually do his Gengar, Doga. He knows what he's doing. And here he does the rough Gengar, which is here actually indicates where everything is. This would be more layout than Gengar, but that's how we used it as, and we went straight to like line art, coloring. And my friend Partial, he came very in clutch, finishing all these drawings and projects for us, and he worked on another one right after this. But yeah, this came out amazing with the compositing, and definitely Partial's work and the actual base adaptation by Xavier. Check him out, he's amazing, and he'll be on more projects.
I hereby vow that destined death shall not be stolen again.
I wanted to go to a more pivotal actual story-based moment, and definitely wanted to get just a more of a close-up of a character of Elden Ring, and that would obviously be Melina. Well, she didn't really say too much in the game, but I definitely agree with the people who understand the fact that she's the only nice person in the lands between. We have our friend Toshi, who came in rather late but was able to do a decent job. Very happy with their results. He took on Melina, and then after that I had our friend Vita do some more corrections, finish it off, clean it up. I just gotta say, with the combination and just Vita finishing it off, this was my favorite comp. My friend Marcus, who actually was able to help me, I think it's Epsilon on Twitter, with the actual compositing, so that was definitely a help. And here, well, this came out so good, and Radagon's actual chesting as well definitely came in clutch, as well as Poshwell was able to do the line art and coloring here for Melina.
O Erd Tree, you shall burn.
I had a lot of fun making this. I was saying before, my role is a compositor. I'm compositing. I do the anime effects and just make it match and just all those effects. I do the filters and stuff as my general focus, and I want to keep doing that for the channel. And what I really want to say is thank you for everyone for collabing on here. I had a lot of fun working with you lot. Want to do it again and more, make more videos like this. And I just to announce that I plan to create a part 2 for this, and to be more animation focused, and we need 5,000 subs and 5,000 likes to make a part 2. It's a hard challenge, but I know it can be done. I've had this channel for around 2 years, so this outro is getting too long. Yeah, so definitely animations, and the channel goes well, I plan to be making an actual full trailer, but that requires support to be able to create such a big feat. But definitely 5,000 subs, 5,000 likes, and I'll make a part 2 to this, and I'll be covering the Elden Ring trailer too. Thank you so much for watching. Obviously Steins signing out.